All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Joshy, Zopiad, Alex Throws Games, and Lou. Thank you guys for the good luck. And thank you very much, Zopiad, for the 74 months of Prime. That's a lot of months of Prime. So, thank you very much for the continued support. And also, hello and thanks for the good luck, it's Carly. Alright. Hopefully, we can have a beginning that's as good as yesterday. Except then we don't fail things later on. Also, hello, Harune and Bokaj. Also, hello, Reaper Phantom Cloud and Tridak Nabber. Thank you guys for the good luck. And off we go with the attempts. So, hello, Frosty Pixels. I guess the question today is, will it take half an hour to get a run started? It did take us quite a while just to get one run past Iron Boots yesterday. Alright, not too bad. Getting successful back in time on the actual first attempt is always great. So thanks for the good luck, Carlos Raven. I am doing pretty good, I think. Got a decent amount of sleep. Also, thanks for the good luck, Archida Fox. Thanks for the good luck as well, Unpeopled Gaming. Thanks for the good luck, Power Metal Dev and Apes. Well, definitely need the good luck. Face off against Bo later. And the fate of the Iron Boots segment rests in his hands. Thanks for the good luck, DB Studios in Kafka. Hopefully we will get the peanut butter today. Where do most Twilight Princess speedruns die? I don't know. Definitely in, like, the first half of the run is where most of them tend to die. But at which point, within the first half, kind of varies, probably. I guess, like, thinking of where a plurality of runs die is probably, like, the first segment, just because, like, if you fail gate clip more than a couple times, or if you fail back in time, that's just a reset run right there. But, like, there's also plenty of runs that die to, like, Sword and Shield skip, or early Master Sword, or whatnot. What the heck? Why is this guy facing this direction? Very awkward, but somehow we made it work. But yeah, like, the combination of Back in Time and Goats and Bow RNG all in the first segment can be a little bit tough to get past, like, on a run-to-run consistency, like, basis. That's true. Goat is in Majora's Mask. But Twilight Princess also has goats. I actually not have restarted a run yet today. This is the very first attempt today. And if Bow goes well, we will be getting past Iron Boots. Fortunately, Bow gave us the worst possible starting move. And has also given us the worst possible starting combination for how we tend to attack Bow wrestling. Kind of a mediocre first phase. One slap, two slap, and unfortunate. Oh my goodness, he gave us the worst possible starting combo again. Unfortunately, that is not very good. Because it's above 740, I will unfortunately not be continuing. Also, thanks for the good luck, Lincoln and Photon. Thanks for the good luck as well, Divinator. Oh yeah, I did see that Pikmin 1 decomp hit 100%. That's cool. I admittedly I guess that's not, like, particularly big news to me because I've never actually played a Pikmin game, but it's always neat when another title hits 100%. Oh, nice photon. Is that one of the USB-C ones from Loopy? Ah, okay, neat. I was kind of thinking about getting one of those for a new 3DS XL that I have that doesn't have, like a capture board installed on it currently. So thanks for the good luck, Atla. .45 is a pretty crazy streak, all things considered. Did you just miss back in time? I mean, you may have missed the one at the start of the run, potentially, yeah. Also, thanks for the good luck blues. Ah, I see, Michael. That makes sense. Alright, 357 cage break. Also, thanks for the good luck, Mason. Oh, darn it. It's not terrible. Is this the Ocarina of Time remake? It is not the one that's coming out for Switch 2 later this year, no. A lot of Twilight Princess is based on Ocarina of Time, but I don't know if I would say it is Ocarina of Time. Also, thanks for the good luck, Briggles. Does Dusklight have an auto bit setting, or do you still have to time the reset? As far as I'm aware, Dusklight does not have any setting that, like, just automatically spawns you in back in time or something like that. Also nice. That was much better RNG. Also thanks for the good luck, Minato. One slap. Two slap. And unfortunate. No, darn it. Well, unfortunately, that was not great RNG. But it's not bad enough that we have to reset. Thanks for the good luck, Strider Jiren. Thank you very much, Fresh Wizard, for the 9 months of Prime. Thank you for the best of luck as well. So thanks for the good luck, Soup, and 986 Formis. I mean, I kind of doubt something like an auto back in time feature would get put into Dusklight. It would probably be something that could get added as a mod later on. Nice box breaker. Also, thanks for the good luck, Keiru. Nice. That was kind of awkward movement-wise, because getting hit into the water like that killed all my speed. Getting Box Breaker only saves like 3 frames, but It also makes it like less awkward to move over to like where the box was to dig. Because if you have to break the box after like the cutscene, then like occasionally you might try to break it at an angle that ends up bonking, which then loses slightly more time. So if you get Box Breaker, it's nice because it just makes moving over to the dig spot less awkward, potentially. I've only ever had to replace my GameCube controller once. Because this current controller that I'm using, I've been using for like 12 years at this point, and it's still going strong. Granted, the previous controller that I was using, I'm pretty sure everything on it still works perfectly fine, but like, just the Z button randomly stopped working at one point, and I was like, well, I don't know how to fix this, because it happened when I was like 15, so I ended up just getting another one, even though I'm pretty sure whatever the issue with it is could be fixed for significantly less than having bought an entirely new controller. Alright, Hugo. Come on. Acacia Grove. Yeah, I mean, like the top of the control stick for this one is like slightly worn out, but that's really the only like issue that it has, and that's not even really an issue. Wiggle. Nice, only one of the bugs went down. Sometimes that just happens. Far out there. That time I could not... Like, the camera didn't settle. I was trying to move, which made it more difficult to try and move correctly. I'm not waiting long enough. I don't know if I'm waiting long enough. Alright, well. Unfortunate, but whatever. I mean, let's see, I did have to replace the... Like, the original Wii that I used, and also got, did have its disk drive fail eventually, but it took, like, 7 years of pretty continuous use for that to happen, and then ever since then I got a new one, and my current one has been going strong for like 10 years or so. Also, good day, haha. Also, yeah, I feel like speedrunning has to have significantly less inputs than, like, playing competitive Melee does. I guess it probably depends on the speedrun. Like, speedrunning Melee probably might have similar amount of inputs to competitive Melee, but like speedrunning Twilight Princess or really any Zelda game definitely does not. So thanks for the good luck, Tiago. You're scared of your old tech dying? Yeah, like... It would be very convenient if old tech just worked forever. At least, like, specifically old tech that's not being produced anymore, but... It's like, even though it's a relatively recent example compared to most things, like, 3DSs are not going to get any cheaper. Really? Thank you very much, Bloobs, for the 15 months of Prime. Thank you for the continued support. But yeah, like, that's also why, at some point, I think, like, I don't remember how many years ago, but, like, in anticipation of my current GameCube controller presumably breaking in some way in the future, I do just have, like, a brand new, unopened GameCube controller of the same type that will be used whenever this one dies. Yeah, it's another JP white one. That goat was way too sensitive. That goat is also way too sensitive. Bruh. Okay, that honestly worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Thanks for the good luck, Rhapsody. You have a confession. You've been subbing to me this whole time with your parents' Amazon Prime, so I should really thank them. Well, I mean, assumedly your parents are not using the Amazon Prime for a Twitch subscription, so I will still thank you for deciding to use it on my channel. Because you could use it on whatever other channel you wanted. Unslap. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, like, the Wii U and 3DS, I feel like, are a bit different when it comes to playing on emulator, because, like, the consoles kind of assume that you have a touchscreen. At least, I guess, the 3DS always assumes you have a touchscreen. The Wii U, not necessarily, because you can play it with, like... Or you can at least play most games with a Pro Controller, I think. But then you also don't have, like, gyro aiming at all. Like, at least to me, it always feels pretty awkward trying to, like, play 3DS games on an emulator. Because, like, I inherently don't have a touchscreen that I can use while playing on my PC. Since most people who are, you know, playing on desktop PCs don't have touchscreens they can also use. Not to mention how awkward it would be to use a standard controller while also then attempting to use the screen as a touchscreen. Thanks for the good luck, Bison Power. Whereas, like, you know, pretty much any other system, like, being emulated, like, tends to translate fairly well to just whatever platform it's being emulated on, because you can just use a standard controller, and the game is generally expecting that you're using a standard controller, but DS and 3DS, not so much. That's why you get people doing things like releasing a single-screen mod for 3DS games. Have I done much practice today? Nope. Kinda woke up and then just started streaming and doing attempts. How are the runs? I had one run that died to EMS. Now we have this run, which so far is slightly better than the previous one. I guess there was also a run that died to bow RNG, but, like, that's just something that'll happen. Also, thanks for the good luck, Grand UK. Hello, Stress Skip. We got all the first framers, so that's pretty nice. We didn't get any of the text skips, though. Yeah, I mean, Wii's are generally, like... I don't think, like, getting a used Wii is particularly, like, pricey still, just because there are so many Wiis that exist. I have not looked at prices for, like, like used Wiis in a while. But yeah, I mean, eventually, at least in theory, there will come a point where, you know, there will no longer be very many working Wiis. At which point, there is hopefully a solution to the problem of trying to play Wii games. Nice back hop that didn't happen. You go. That was too far back. I really shouldn't have gone for that one. Well, doing back in time on, like, Switch 2 NSO just involves using the, like, controller reset combination that you can do for, like, all GameCube games, I'm pretty sure, which is just holding Start B and X. Like, that's how you do it for Wind Waker on GameCube NSO. At a used shop yesterday and they had an out-of-box Wii for $75. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't seem too bad. Especially compared to, like, Wii U or 3DS prices. So thanks for the good luck, Q1S2. $358. Also, thanks for the good luck graded shtick. Do I ever miss Boko pushing when I'm running SD? Not really, no. I much prefer back in time to Boko pushing. I would happily take back in time over Boko pushing if it was possible in HD, but it is unfortunately not possible, so instead we Boko push. An awkward set of goats, but 22 is not too bad. Any HD strats that I wish we had in SD? Yeah, I think, like, being able to do look-through clipping in SD would be pretty good. It wouldn't save, like, a ton of time, but it would be pretty nice. It would also help rupee routing, because it would mean that for doing Lakebed BK skip, you would then end up getting, like, a rupee. Ooh, unfortunate. Bow feels the same in both HD and SD, because they didn't change anything about his RNG, I assume. Although, I guess just, like, on a run timing level, like, Bow happening, like, an hour and 20 minutes into HD runs is, not as good as being able to get Bow out of the way in the first 7 minutes. The reason HD, or the reason look-through clipping is HD exclusive is because HD specifically doesn't want you falling off of ledges while you're in first person. So, like, if you're next to a ledge and look through a wall, like, the game just allows you to look through the wall because it prioritizes making sure you don't fall off the ledge. But GameCube and Wii don't care about that. So if you try to look into a wall while on a ledge, the wall will just push you away and you'll fall off the ledge. I think the reason HD added that is because in first person, you can technically move around in HD. I guess in HD, you can technically move around in first person, and I guess they didn't want you, like, jumping off of ledges or something if you were moving forward in first person. So, that's at least my guess. I don't know if that's actually the reason, but it would kind of make some sense. Yeah, you can use the fact that Link doesn't get pushed off of ledges in first person to do, like, Midna dives into water. Or just not even into water, just anywhere. Or at least as Wolf Link. I'm not sure if you can do them as Human Link, but, like, you can do Midna dives on those kinds of ledges as Wolf Link in HD. Hopefully that was good. Wouldn't be surprised if that unfortunately missed, though, but thankfully it did not. Also, item sliding in Wind Waker HD doesn't exist just because you can move around, like, in first person. It exists because, specifically when you're moving around with an item out, the game multiplies your speed by 1.2 at one point, and that single calculation kind of cascades into allowing item sliding to exist. Because they don't do that when you're just in, like, regular first person with no items, right? It's specifically when you're holding out an item, they'd increase your speed enough to cause the exponential speed gain at specific control stick positions. Because Wind Waker HD would be, even more interesting if you could just item slide in first person without needing an item. I mean, you would never have to do manual super swing on Outset Island.
What do you feel?
Alright, that was pretty good. far gone you like MSS at this point. I mean, once you get it down, it's not, like, that bad, but it is obviously still, like, very difficult and can still be pretty punishing, depending on how you fail it. Really, it's like the learning and practicing part of manual super swimming that kind of sucks. Or at least, like, sucks the most. Have I seen the Doomsday trailer? I don't know what the Doomsday trailer is, so probably not. Avengers Doomsday. No, I don't think I've seen any of the Avengers movies. I think the closest thing that I saw was, like, the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie a while ago. I don't know if that counts, but... Oh yeah, that's true, Brittles. If you can never go to neutral during an early pause, that does help quite a bit. One bad swing, but that's fine. Also, yeah, Terry, I mean, like, generally, superhero movies are not really something that, like, I particularly care about. Not that, like, I wouldn't go see them, but just, like, I don't feel particularly compelled to go see superhero movies, generally. What's a feature I definitely want on a Switch 2 TPHD port? I guess the like, just like generally more modern customization options as far as controls go. Like, on TPHD, if you invert the camera x-axis or the camera y-axis, it inverts both the axis on the free cam and the axis when aiming in first person with a stick, which I don't like. Now, granted, most of the time I'm aiming with gyro, right? But I would like there to be separate axis options for camera, like third-person camera versus first-person camera, right? Bragging. I mean, yeah, consistent, like, 440 Wind Waker times is pretty cool. So thanks for the good luck, Chaitja. Also, yeah, Brittles, I mean, like, the longer that a Wind Waker HD category is, kind of just means a more precise item sliding movement to learn.
Like, you. Do you
But also, all dungeons,
do
I think it's faster to do, like, Earth Temple medley lists, for instance, which is not particularly easy.
what do you mean?
How does Wind Temple BK skip work again? I assume this is referring to a method that doesn't involve needing double magic, but I don't remember what this looks like. Oh, and it only saves 10 seconds. Yeah, I don't know if that's worth it. In theory, that could work if the... Well, I guess we're going for it. No. Well, this stinks. Thanks, RNG. Roof Fan is always worth it. Well, Roof Fan definitely isn't worth it in this speedrun, unfortunately. One, two, three. Okay. Yeah, so we're losing a couple seconds here because of Spider, but... Oh, right, I forgot about the Iron Boots force unequip for leafing speed. What a silly technique. The technique is for Wind Waker, where if you... I think it's if, like, you side hop with Iron Boots on and then begin using the leaf, and then, like, as Link begins moving or taking out the leaf, you pause and force unequip the Iron Boots, you get, like, a speed boost because of the fact that Link unequipped the Iron Boots. In midair, so like it's kind of the same principle as like moon boots in Twilight Princess, where like if you do certain movements starting with the Iron Boots and then force unequip them immediately, that movement becomes like bigger than it should be. But in this case, for Wind Waker, it applies to like the speed that you get while using the leaf.
One. Me. There we be one.
Alright, time to see if we can press the A button. Oh. I mean, like, in theory, trying to time the A press should be better than just straight mashing it. Because if you do perfect mashing, like 15 A button presses per second, then in theory you would get Gorge Void 50% of the time, right? Because Gorge Void is frame perfect, and you can only press the A button every other frame at best, so... Though lately I have been on a, like, not great streak with getting Gorge Void. I've only gotten it, like, once in the past, like, couple days, so... Why I went into first person there. Hello, DF. So thanks for the good luck, Smokey. Yeah, I mean, like, ideally... I guess, yeah, there's, like, a couple things that could be done to, like, either remove Gorge Void from the route, or I guess I was gonna say, or make it useless, but those are kind of the same thing. Like, if there was a way that... like, you could instead do Gorge Skip first without fighting the Shadow Beasts, and then get the CAC portal, and then, like, go back to Gorge and somehow either do reverse Gorge Skip to cross to the other side again, and fight the Shadow Beasts, or somehow defeat the Shadow Beasts from, like, the opposite side of the Gorge. That would also work for removing Gorge Void. The other way would be to find earliest Snow Peak, where essentially, like, if there was a way for us to get to the Snow Peak province right now, we could instead do early Snow Peak here, and then from Snow Peak we could do Back in Time equipped to get to Kakariko Village. So, like, we wouldn't do Gorge Skip at all. Oh yeah, Bruggles, because if you do Gorge Skip first, then there's no way to get back to, there's no way to get back to the Shadow Beasts aside from just warping to, like, Farron and running all the way back. Or, yeah, another option is to somehow figure out a way to skip map warping. That's true. Because currently map warping is only required to warp the city in the sky cannon. But unfortunately, the only way to skip map warping for warping the city in the sky cannon is to either beat Temple of Time, which obviously is not going to be worth it, or to do 3 seconds of universal map delay, which would be 3 seconds of frame-perfect mashing with the A and B buttons while holding forward on the control stick. I don't think anyone has done map skip with the universal map delay method for warping the Sky Cannon RTA, no. Just finished TP, and the last time you played was on Wii. Well, welcome to presumably the GameCube version. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, if earliest Snow Peak was a thing, would that be... I don't actually know if that would be, like, faster, because we'd also have to do, Pillar Clip again. Because we'd want Claw Shot before going to Snow Peak. So that would lose, like, 20 seconds. I guess it would depend on how much faster earliest Snow Peak is compared to, or, like, doing, back in time equipped to get to Kakariko is compared to doing, like, the run all the way from Farron. So the earliest Snow Peak route is, like, after you get the Lanayru, or, like, the Zora's Domain portal, like, you don't warp to Kakariko or back to Farron, depending on if you got Gorge Void or not. It's, you do back in time equipped, and then, like, go through the King Bulblin fight to get to Kakariko, which is, like, what the All Dungeons run currently does. It just doesn't do earliest Snow Peak. Because, like, you can kind of conveniently just do back in time equipped from, like, after you do what you need to do in Snow Peak. I think because, like, there's just, like, a spot you can save that allows you to do Bite, like, near or in Snow Peak or something. Also, thanks for the good luck, KitKat. But yeah, currently for Bite, you have to clear Farron Twilight, which is not fast. Earliest Snow Peak implies the existence of earlier Snow Peak. I mean, early Snow Peak is a thing. Also, thanks for the good luck water. But yeah, so the reason it's faster for all dungeons is because all dungeons doesn't have to get map warping at all, but, like, any percent would still have to go, like, go get map warping. You would just not do Gorge Void, essentially. Because, yeah, Missing Gorge Void is about the same speed as the Bite route, but the difference currently is that then, like, if you want to do the Bite route, you then have to fight King Bulblin, which kind of adds another layer of potential time loss to the run. And it's only, like, a couple seconds faster than Missing Gorge Void, so... So thanks for the good luck, Parasite. I do not follow, like, the World Cup, so I did not see the game of Argentina versus Spain, no. So good afternoon, and thanks for the good luck boss lady tray. How many goats do I think I could herd in a minute? I mean, it depends on what the layout of the goats is, and on what the layout of the field where the goats are is. Yeah, it's unfortunate that displacement clipping didn't lead to earliest Snow Peak. Nice best. Because if displacement clipping had led to earliest Snow Peak, that would have been pretty epic. Well, no. So, like, if you want to do earliest Snow Peak, you would essentially, like, what would have had to have happened is you would have had to have some way of clipping through the ice that blocks getting to Snow Peak early. You can't do, like, a displacement clip on a nearby wall because they're just, like, in the state of Zoro's domain that's frozen, there are no rupees that you can get anywhere. So, like, there's no way to trigger a get item cutscene, right? So you can't do a displacement clip like that, and there's nowhere to displacement clip out, just like with like a ceiling somewhere that's below a floor. My sum of bests is not better than the current record because Beast is just much better than I am. Along with, like, the other top players as well. There's a couple strategies that I don't do, although all of those added together probably are only like 45 seconds of time loss. I would think. And then there's just like a bunch that my sum of best loses on like some not quite optimal segments in the late game. Also, hello, really high bug. Like, specifically in Arbiters, and in City in the Sky. Really? Silly. And I didn't even get any rupees. Man. The game has the most competitive speedrunning leaderboards. I mean, presumably just the one that's played by the most players, which it's probably one of like A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, or Breath of the Wild, if I had to guess. Breath of the Wild has the most active runners on SRC. Yeah, that makes sense. for the good luck, Moist. Came up with the name Bit Magic. I don't know. I want to say Indie Kenobi, but I don't actually know if that's correct or not. How did that first jump attack miss? Wow, that was slow. Any bests that I get saved regardless of if the run finishes or not. Like, Live Split will still save it as long as you tell it to, regardless of if the run finishes or not. So, like, the best that I got on Elden Twilight and on Enter Farron in this run will both get saved. My favorite ending to a Zelda game? I guess gameplay-wise it would be Skyward Sword. So, time losses from just failing to get that one bug before it dug into the ground. Anyone crazy enough to run the Wand of Gamelon? Yeah, I mean, Wand of Gamelon was shown off at the most recent SGDQ by Brandino59. It's a very funny run. Also, thanks for the good luck JZG link. Alright, we're going to remember to talk to Isa this time.
What you think?
Wow, we did it. Can't believe I remembered to talk to Isa. So thought there was going to be a cutscene there, but forgot that doesn't happen if you're flank. Okay. Thankfully, we also did not get those hearts, because we do not want those hearts.
You need to keep up.
I mean, I should probably learn this cutscene skip, but put it off because it's only a 5-second time save. I already lose enough time to things on this segment as it is, generally. Yep, game over. You know what? That's okay.
And what do you roll?
That was kind of the intention. Okay. Very good. Yes, the dropping bombs is necessary because we are going to want to fill up our bomb bag with water bombs shortly. So nice vest. And the bomb bag has to be empty if we want the water bombs to actually be water bombs. Really? I should have realized I was too far over there. Well, that stinks. Oh, I guess actually this kind of sucks now, because I'm only going to have one heart. Unfortunately, that means we're not saving any time here. That's such a silly mistake to make. Really? No. And we didn't get the quick spin. Now this really sucks. Man. Well, I guess now I know that bomb damage is enough. I guess I should have tried to, like, preempt that anyway, because I would have needed to refill, air regardless. Seriously? Bro. purple. Oh, that's the wrong button. Wow. I think this run is done for. Well, at least we got through the clawshot segment without losing a stupid amount of time, but seems like that philosophy just ended up pushing itself onto the next segment. But I mean, aside from like missing Gorge Void, the rest of that run was like pretty solid up until Clawshot. Because let's see, the current record. Oh, I guess I still would have been like a minute behind the current record, even with getting Gorge Void. What segment time does the record get on Clawshot? It gets an 8... Or no, what was Clawshot time? Oh no, wait, yeah, that's correct. I would have been like a minute. Yeah, even with Gorge Void, I still would have been a minute behind at Clawshot. I guess that's also because I did lose time on the Nehru Twilight. Alright, Acacia, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Nice. Well, I mean, even with being a minute behind at Clawshot, I would not have simply stayed a minute behind. Even comparing to the record, I would have most likely just continuously lost more time to it as the run went on. Forgot to calibrate my brightness. Oh no. So thanks for the good luck, Gohan Senpai.
Hey!
Oh. This actually isn't too bad. You're surprised we haven't found a way to clip through that gate? Are you talking about the one here that we just jumped over, or a different one? Oh, well, we need the key for it. I mean, there technically is a way to clip through that gate, but part of the issue is that if you do like the precise clip to get through it at first, you then have to clip through it 2 more times as Wolf Link, because Wolf Link also has to run through that area when you're going through Fair and Twilight, and then after you get the Master Sword as well. One slap. Alright. Okay. Pretty good bow RNG. But yeah, so like a tool-assisted speedrun clips through that gate, right? Or I guess would clip through that gate. I don't think any of the current TAS runs clip through it, but like future TAS runs probably will. Thanks to displacement clipping. So thanks for the good luck, Leanne. Hello, Princess. And thanks for the good luck, GDQ Sack. I would say that I am doing well. Also, yeah, I did hear that the race between Beast and the Damja yesterday was like pretty good. Hello, Frio.
Really? Pig. My tree. Pig.
Alright, Hugo. Going to cooperate this time. But he hasn't really been cooperative, or like uncooperative today, but hopefully he continues being cooperative. Start is not very cooperative. That worked, though. Please hurry, Wolflink left the oven on. Oh, well, that's not good. Why would Wolflink do that? You were impressed they were able to turn on the oven in the first place. Yeah, I don't think Link has ever seen an oven before, so... So thanks for the good luck, Saren. Okay, very nice. feeling of seeing green splits as you tune into the stream. Yeah, I mean, this start has been pretty solid so far. Don't make any mistakes for the rest of this segment. I should have a sub-21 Master Sword, I believe. Thanks for the good luck, Zero T. Thanks for the good luck as well, Salem the Cat. No, really? I got too close. Oh my goodness. Alright, well. That was stupid. I should have gone, like, away and then come back after getting the rupees, but I was like, there are so many rupees. Thanks for the good luck at the JW block. You're in the first couple days of a remote job where you're working but have no work to do. Well, I'm sure the work will probably come in eventually, but yeah, if there's nothing to do, then there's just nothing to do. Also, thanks for the good luck, Blue Crystal and Raider Blitz. Thanks for the good luck as well, Oof. Hope the OOT remake mentions the Master Sword's magical scabbard that appears on the back of the hero. I mean, I feel like the Master Sword just inherently comes with a scabbard that's just, like, buried somewhere nearby that Link happens to find. I don't think the game had any ominous rumbling, so it probably was just the thunderstorm outside your place. Also, thanks for the Good Luck comics. Nice lag. The 38 out of 609 is the total number of runs finished over the total number of runs that have been attempted. Essentially, the left number goes up anytime that I split for the very last segment and complete a run. The right number goes up every single time that I start a new run. That was 10% completion rate, yeah. 609 completed runs out of 38 attempts. One, two, three. Bang. I think we're losing a couple of seconds, but that's not too bad. Also, thanks for the good luck ace. Actually, no, it looks like we're saving time. Never mind. Yeah, maximum Ukop tasks would just be Ukops forever, pretty much. And hours of Ukops to fall asleep to. That's what we need. The very next Twilight Princess task has been decided. Now I wanted to equip items, not use the boomerang, or use the lantern. Also, thanks for the good luck complex milk. We had one attempt that was pretty good up to Claw Shot, but then I got trolled by Morpheal, unfortunately. So hopefully this attempt can more or less recreate that one, except not get trolled by Morpheal. I mean, Morpheal without Zora armor I don't think is too bad. Because really it's just kind of like the RNG that can suck if like Morpheal just swims in patterns that you can't really adapt to at all. Which is partly what happened, but I also like messed up the first phase and didn't quick spin the eye. And so got like multiple cycles on the eye, and then didn't pull out a bomb quickly enough to begin floating up. So it was a whole bunch of stuff. Nice. I successfully pressed the A button. Yippee! Hopefully that's not too high. Okay. Also, thanks for the good lucky Idrisil. Just saw a clip of my run at Heroes, and you do not remember the recording of this clip at all because you were so deliriously tired. What clip was this? Made a clip of me donating during my own segment. Oh, I mean, I think that happened a couple times, because, like, one of the wheel spin options is, like, I donate $20. Thanks for the good luck, Arsenic Angel. Congrats on your Zelda maxing of watching Zelda while playing Zelda. If you want to really get into Zelda maxing, then you could dress up as Zelda while watching Zelda and playing Zelda. Yeah, if Morphield decides to go up when you want to do the re-grab, that's generally not great. Hopefully this is... Then it makes re-grabbing with the claw shot significantly more difficult. Camera, but good gate clip. Yeah, but... Well, unfortunately, that's a time loss. I didn't want to try to go directly towards the card rock because I was afraid of that exact thing happening, but... unfortunate. Yeah, when we ran along the wall, the reason we did that was to avoid a trigger that would otherwise spawn us into the King Goblin 1 fight, which we do not want to activate. Oh, I see. You're talking about the one in the non-Twilight Hyrule field. Yeah, that one is for skipping the Postman trigger. But the one in the Twilight, like after we dug under the gate, was to skip the King Boblin 1 trigger. Time that we're not saving is because of that extra cycle on the Cargarok flight. But we got Gorge Void, so we're ahead. So I'll take it. Ow, oops, that's actually not what we wanted to do. Kind of did want to bonk like the ledge down there, because that's how we free the bug. Because that's like a couple seconds lost. Come on. Bonking on invisible collision. Also, hey, Squee, thanks for the good luck. Hopefully have on Morpheal this run. Morpheal did not give us the courtesy of good luck last time. Really? God, what is this move doing? Seriously? That wasn't enough time to collect the tier? Ugh, that sucks. Now I have to go all the way back in. Like a 20-second time loss on its own right there. So now we're gonna be at least like 20 seconds behind on Elden Twilight, I'm pretty sure. Alright, Pippi, enjoyed being a wall. Thank you for the good luck.
If you need us, what's he gonna do? Oh, good there, you need what's your You need Hey, what's up?
Thanks for the good luck, Waferlink.
That what goes like?
Jump slash too early there. Really? Feel surprised that that was too early. 50 rupees though, so that's kind of nice. That means we can just get one additional blue, along with 2 reds. Ah, darn it. Come on. Pretty sure I pressed D-pad right there, but I guess the D-pad disagreed. So thanks for the good luck, Shankshaw. I was in Wolf Dash 5, but I unfortunately got eliminated, so I am no longer in Wolf Dash 5. So thanks for the good luck, Vigiman. Unfortunately, because we missed Waterfall side hop, we're losing time here.
What American?
Now we get to deal with lag. Lots of lag. Also, hey, Fino, thanks for the good luck. Hopefully, it will come in handy on Morpheal. If it doesn't, then, well, we cry again. Alright, well, apparently we also can't do this trick now. I still don't know what the error is when that happens. Like, I guess it must have been something happened too early, but I don't know what. Well, this isn't good. Yeah, I guess I really need to know how to fix that mistake. Because I guess I'm trying to still just time things the same way, but clearly it's still resulting in that. Apparently I was doing something early, which... I feel like I was timing it with the same visual cues the way I always do, but I, for some reason, had to go later than usual to make that work, I feel like. Like, drank all the water in the pool again. It's a very big pool. For classifying all of Lake Hylia like that. Oh, come on, really? Ah, we turn around repeatedly there because that normalizes Link's angle to the cardinal direction. So that we're facing, like, either perfectly away or perfectly towards the door, because Link's angle will kind of just naturally drift towards cardinal directions if you keep turning around. It's a very useful thing to have the ability to snap to cardinals like that. Well, we'll see how Morpheal goes. I could go for one bomb Morpheal that I've never practiced or done before, but understand in theory. No. Seriously. I guess I should stop trying to equip the iron boots when initially falling for the clip into the stairs there. Well, that method of boss key skip is, as far as I'm aware, the most up-to-date method. There's a different method that you can specifically do in the HD version that's slightly faster, but this is the GameCube version, so that technique does not work. Don't think we have enough air for it, but... Ah, so close. Well, we gave it our best shot. Yeah, I think Morpheal had to turn towards me a little bit quicker there at the start if we wanted to get that. Also, thank you very much, Jace, for the 106 months of Prime. That's a lot of months. There are 106 mathematical trees with 10 vertices. I will choose to believe this statement because it sounds true. But yeah, I think that's it for that attempt. And I think that will probably also be it for today. But thank you guys for watching. We are getting some pretty good starts. Like, you know, we're generally getting runs that have like, you know, high 28, low 29 boomerang times, which is pretty good. I still have to work on my consistency on the claw shot segment, because there's always something that I seem to mess up a lot on the claw shot segment, and this time it was doing the mini game void out. But yeah, we'll do more attempts on Wednesday, so thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys in 2 days. Goodbye.